Trap is directed by M. Night Shyamalan and tells the story of this murdering butcher that is out to a concert with his daughter, and he doesn't know that the whole concert is a trap for the police to try and capture him. Now, when I saw the trailer for this premise and I saw the name M. Night Shyamalan, I knew I was going to go into the film thinking that it's going to have a twist. There's going to be something different going on by the end. But the premise itself was not just original, but really unique and a really cool idea that the first 50 minutes took full advantage of really well. I think the first 50 minutes setting up the characters and the entire event and the concert, I think it was all handled really well. And the performance from Josh Hartnett, I love it. It worked for the kind of dialogue M. Night Shyamalan is known for giving. This is a murderous psychopath that is trying to act normal. So him giving M. Night Shyamalan weird dialogue somehow fits well. And Josh Hartnett just relishes in this dialogue and performance and knows how to exactly make this character feel really unsettling, even during some of the more calm moments or when he's genuinely trying to be a good dad to his daughter. In some ways you could almost believe him, but you could tell in some other ways that he's a guy full of shit and is trying to cover everything up and make sure he's not caught. He is really good and is the highlight of the film. And there are some situations here where he does some really screwed up stuff to try and cover his tracks, and him trying to make sure he balanced that out with going to the concert with his daughter, I think was all really interesting. Then we get to the later half, and I'm not going to spoil because the film is still kind of new. It's this year. It takes a bit of a turn with one of the characters that does something to Josh Hartnett, and Josh Hartnett trying to do something with her, and they go off on this little side adventure that leads to a few tension-filled scenes that really worked. But the performance that this actress gives throughout this segment with Josh Hartnett, I felt was really underwhelming, and the whole storyline just felt like a lost theme after we leave the concert and we get to the last half, and it just wasn't as interesting of a movie. There are some fine performances here, but there's also a lot of logic issues that you just gotta suspend an absurd amount of disbelief in order to really get behind, and it kind of lost something that the first 50 minutes had that was special. And I felt like once we left the concert, that's when the film just lost its mind and didn't know what it wanted to truly be anymore. I felt like you could have made this like a short 30 to 40 minute short film and have it focus on a lot of the tension building and cut out a lot of the singing, because the singing and songs in film get a bit too much at some point. Especially knowing that this singer is played by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. It's cool that he's letting his children get time in the spotlight, and she is a good singer. But the performance she gives, it's really iffy, and she doesn't handle the M. Night Shyamalan dialogue well. And the songs just get way too much to a point where it just feels like he's just trying to show off his daughter's singing skills. This movie is a mixed bag for me. There's a lot of great stuff here that I really enjoyed, and Josh Hartnett is great in the role. There's some good suspense-filled tension here, but the performances are really hit and miss, with the only great one being Josh Hartnett. The writing gets sloppy by the end and doesn't know when to end. Especially the movie had a pacing problem to where it feels like there's like multiple endings and you didn't know when the film is gonna stop. The movie is like short, like it's under 2 hours, but it felt like it was longer than that, and it dragged itself on and on and on and on, and I felt like you could stop the movie here and it will be fine. But M. Night Shyamalan wants to be unique, want to be different, want to be subvertive. And I feel like at times that is good, but there are times where it just ruins the movie. And it takes too many logical leaps by the end. And while I respect the fact that he's trying to do something different and unique, he succeeds in some areas, but really fails to land the ending well. And I feel like if he just stuck the landing well, the movie could have been really special. What we got is half a really fun thriller and half just whatever it was. And so for that, I'm going to give Trapped a C+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.